Snipers, you have to see what's happening to the Bitcoin price right now as we just tested our 20-week moving average, and I had to get out this emergency update while backstage here at the Bitcoin conference in Miami. I actually just had an interview with Kevin O'Leary, check the photo with him, and we've actually been taking short positions on altcoins as promised. So this news is not new to us. Bitcoin coming down, let's dive straight into the charts, smash like one for the YouTube algorithm snipers, and I want to point out this area of interest where we have the 100-day, 50-day, and the volume support here, all showing confluence at 42,000 US dollars. Yes, we are breaching below our 20-week moving average right now, and you can see we're just poking through it, and that's totally fine because the S&P 500, of course, is to blame coming below its 20-week moving average today. None of this has been a surprise, though, because do you guys remember what we talked about with Bitcoin dominance, seeing a little bit of a relief, shedding off some of the market cap from altcoins because we've seen such a strong move over the last few weeks? That's exactly what's happening. Bitcoin dominance is coming up right now as we see this downside move, but I would not be concerned as long as we're above 42,000 US dollars. And I say that because why wouldn't we come down to test this very confluent area with an important volume support, the 100-day and 50-day moving average sitting there? I cannot help but to put your focus on this level at this point and take the focus away from the 20-week moving average, because it would be totally garden variety market behavior for Bitcoin to flirt around that 20-week moving average. Every trader's watching that 20-week moving average. That's everyone's bull market support band. And so it's totally fine what we're seeing right now. It's all a part of the plan, but we're still on the pathway up. If we see the S&P 500 breach below its 50-week moving average, which, by the way, it's right by where current price action is, sitting right at 444 for the SPY, or we could even look at it on the E-mini futures contract at 4,444. As long as we stay above that, I wouldn't be too concerned by the S&P 500. And then the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart still above the resistance of this symmetrical triangle, which should now turn into support. We've yet to test it. I'm totally fine seeing this play out. If we don't see this and see something else play out where we break this support, then I'd have some concerns. But so far, it looks like everything is going as planned and as promised. We took advantage of the short-term volatility. Nothing wrong with that. We took 2 shorts on altcoins. We were expecting altcoins to shed some of their market caps with this strong move to the upside for the total market cap and Bitcoin. And so with Bitcoin dominance now following that gold to Bitcoin chart, that's why those 4-dimensional revolving of the fact that we predicted Bitcoin dominance based on what happened to the gold to Bitcoin chart. And so I just needed to get this quick video update out to you guys because some of you are being a little bit too overreactive with this move. I've been getting some messages on the Discord, but I believe there's still nothing to worry about. I will say this with Ethereum, it is coming below its monthly open as well, but we have such a large range here for Ethereum that it could also come down to around 2,900 and still be bullish, staying above its 150-day moving average. If Bitcoin does it, why wouldn't Ethereum do it? As long as the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, which is really what matters, stays above this area, as I've mentioned, I'm totally fine. That shows that institutions are not only okay with their capital being in Bitcoin, but they're even exposing themselves to altcoins, which shows confidence in the cryptocurrency market. And we just recently moved above that major resistance for the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. So in the immediate short term, we are still bullish. There aren't puzzle pieces saying that there's a bearish case on the table. And I'll say this is probably why this is all happening. You know, the US now saying that they're going to impose more sanctions on Russia, and that's causing the DXY to push up a little bit. Why am I not too concerned by that? Well, number one, the media will always have narratives to attach to price action, but the charts are what tell the truth. They're black and white, unlike the narratives, which could be anything. And I know in the macro, I'm not worried about the DXY because at some point it looks like it's ready to find a resistance here soon. And the same thing that started the bull market from 2017 that ended in 2018, the same thing in 2020, which ended in 2021, I'm expecting to happen again soon for Bitcoin to resume back into price discovery and see new all-time highs as the dollar finds its next lower high. So with that being said, there's not much else to talk about. I'll end with this note on Bitcoin. At this point, the range that we're playing in has a resistance of 44,800 and a support of 42,000. And on the 6-hour and 4-hour chart, it looks like we have a continuation candle below 44,800, but it wouldn't surprise me by the time you're watching this video that we're back above 44,800. The real checkpoint at this point would be the monthly open, and that's sitting and showing confluence with our current daily open at 45,500. So as long as we can get Bitcoin to turn green today, that would be a strong bullish confirmation. Getting above the monthly open, getting above 44,800, rejecting the monthly open is on the table as well. But once again, don't worry about what's going on here, because the major support is actually 42,000. That's where we have so much confluence. It would be foolish for us not to put our focus here with a sniper's support and 2 moving averages all crossing together in that area. That's what I'm watching, 42,000. As long as we stay above it, the move from 40,000 to 48,000 was fast. Seeing a little bit of downside, a little bit of a correction, no big deal, as long as the revolving parts are still in our favor. If the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart breaches that major support, that would be a concern. If the S&P 500 breaches below its 50-week moving average, that would be a slight concern, not too much of a concern, depends on how much it breaches it. But both of those things have not happened yet. As I talked about with yesterday's video, Bitcoin dominance was ready to at least move up just a little bit, which it's currently doing. That's what we were waiting for. We're still on the path to seeing higher prices. 49,700 is that major resistance. We have that neckline of that bearish head and shoulder pattern that we want to invalidate. We haven't done that yet. So if we breach below 42,000, that would be an emergency. If we get back above 44,800, we are still continuing on the path to 50,000 and then eventually further than that, because 50,000 is where that volume comes in. So anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. I've been talking a lot. I just had an interview, and so hope you all enjoyed this content. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're at the Bitcoin conference, I'm currently in the media and press room, but I will be out on the floor here very soon. If you're here, stop by, say hi. Nothing hurts. And I'm here with a ton of other friends, so do not be shy to come up and say hi. I've already had a couple people come up to me. So thank you all for tuning into the Snipers channel today. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you support this content, and I'll see you guys next time. Snipers.